All right, so for this bed, we've got 3 feet of Favas, and you can see them just coming up. This is week 2. So a little nerve-wracking. That takes 2 weeks to germinate, but that's good. A 3-week germination means you're kind of late. There's another one coming up. And then at the end here, we've got cover crop. So we have kind of a brown spiral one over here, a large bean. Andrea mix, so a couple different colors, large fava again. On this bed, we have a small black fava, kind of round. You can see a couple of those coming up right there. And then on the other side, we have another fava bean, I forget. I think it's a different type of deep brown. And then we've got the cover crop right there. All right, our overwintered peppers from last year, still going. The eggplant, finally doing something. It seems like it's always at the end that it wants to do something. It doesn't like spring for some reason. I don't know. But we've got all the hot peppers going. The hatch kind of died, it looks like, unfortunately. And we've got our delicious thyme. Over here we have those butternuts. We already harvested a batch. This is second batch. I want to show you something though. We made a mistake. We fertilized while they were already ripe and drying down, and it split. So if you fertilize when they already have them formed, like if they're that big and you fertilize, you get this. So it just splits down the middle, it splits down the sides and everything. Like, see, it's leaking out, and the storage life on this will be horrible. So you're gonna have to eat these, in a couple months or something. Or some of them are gone. So don't fertilize in the middle of your production. Fertilize at the beginning only. All right, and then just all the flowers are basically dead over here. Calendulas are coming back, which is nice. So we've got some there. And we've got, oh look, a butternut. Just kidding. They're everywhere. And then more calendulas over there. In the background here, we have some of the sweet peppers. All these will be terminated. I'm starting a new batch next year. And then we took down our corn, and I wanted to keep all the stuff in, so I laid it down. And I got a lot of corn off this. I think it was almost 5 pounds of corn. And these are the scraps, the discards. I thought this would do worse. So yeah, don't throw away plants. Just plant them somewhere and try it out. I think just the clay had more nutrients in this spot than the new beds. All right, now this crop is super fun. This is the cover crop, and you can see there's a lot of different millets and grasses going on there. Super fun and pretty tall. It's a pretty dense little planting. Things are going well, and it's my only ecosystem at the moment. So I wanted to cut it down, but I'm keeping it. And then I have cover crop right next to it as well. And then by far the coolest part of the garden is the lima bean trellis. The lima beans, Christmas Lima, totally took over. It took over to the point that if you look closely at the wheat, the Sonora white, it's not getting nutrients. Look at this stuff, it's super yellow. It's just starting to green up a little because I fertilized the last 2 Saturdays, but it's doing so poorly because this is where all the roots of this guy is. So that guy can't get the nutrients. In contrast, there's really no roots over here. There's a couple plants, but they aren't thriving. And so this wheat is doing amazing. It has no problem establishing. Now it could have been a heat wave, and this had a little more shade. So either a little shade or the actual bean roots stealing, not sure.